What is going on, y'all? Welcome to Joel Friday TV. I am Joel Friday. A few announcements before we get started. Hit that like button, smack it. Lay the smack down the like, subscribe, and share button. Tell your peoples about the show so we get the subscribers up and a message out. Help a brother out. As you guys know, we are a talk show and we are live Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And at any point during the show, you can call in by calling 888-775-3773, 888-775-3773, and we could talk about whatever you want. And if for whatever reason you can't call in, but you still have a question or comment, you can go directly to buymeacoffee.com/JoelFridayTV. I also got that Cash App thing, Cash App/JoelFridayTV, and all that good stuff. Or go directly to YouTube live chat, hit the super chat button, send your question or comments there. I'll read them live on air, and we can conversate that way. Or just support the show. It's appreciated. Right on. And in case you guys forgot, we are on audio podcasts as well. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Substack, all that stuff. We are on those platforms as well, and you can listen to the show there. But only past shows, because we don't do live episodes there. Amazing stuff. I hope you guys saw Punchy TV yesterday. Punchy TV's new episode. If you guys missed it, you guys better go check it out after my show today. Punchy TV is a show that I also co-host on amongst my other fellow co-hosts and networkies. So if you missed Punchy TV yesterday, I don't know what type of time you're on. I don't know what you got going on at your house. But if so, you watching the wrong thing. You over here watching Grey's Anatomy. You need to be watching Punchy TV. Get your life right. Know what I'm saying? So, tune in. Ivana says, I can see Joel being smooth on the skates. It's fun. Ooh, I'm smooth on the skates. I am. Woo! Except my backwards game ain't up to par as the front game. So my skating backwards game ain't. I mean, it's cool. You know? It's cool. But when they say advanced skate, I'm a little insecure. You know what I mean? Like when they say, calling all advanced backwards skaters come to the floor, I'm a little insecure. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm getting there. But my front game, no one's seeing me. I'll be like, but I just be like cruising and grooving. That's the whole purpose of skating, right? It's just a vibe. It ain't a sport. It ain't how fast you can go and who can do flips. You know what I mean? It's just about a vibe, and it's just about like, you know, it's just a vibe. But it's very like joy. It's a joyful thing. That's why I like going. It's not on some like, I don't know, weird stuff. Everybody's just enjoying themselves, and then everybody kind of just like enjoying each other. It's like it's like a sweet thing. So try skating out if you haven't tried it. 4 wheels though, what are you doing if you ain't on 4 wheels at the skating rink? If you on the blades at the skating rink, to each his own. But 4 wheels is where the vibes are at. I don't know what it is, but that's just where it's at. Anyways, I wasn't trying to talk about this. And ice skating is harder. Way harder. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject about because they never mind. We got to move on. Let's keep it moving. I will get to your calls in a second here. Oh, you know what? I told callers yesterday that I will get to their calls first. Okay? So I'm going to get to a call first. One call first. And then we will get to the topic today if the Lord is willing. You know how the Lord just be doing his own thing. I never really be controlling it. You know, sometimes we get to the topic, sometimes we'll just see what happens. Riley says, say woo one more time, Joel. Let me go to Serge out of Texas. Serge, welcome to the show. You're on the air. Whoa.
Hey, Joel. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Serge. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. I didn't expect it. And I just came out the gym, jumped in the car.
Nice.
Joel, I just wanted to tell you what you're getting wrong.
Okay, tell me what I'm getting wrong.
Before I say that, yesterday was really, really good, and I just want to say I understand it perfectly. I understand that you're saying that the people that are in a fallen state, it's all different, but it's all evil. It's all the same, and we keep putting one above the other, as if home ownership is worse than the others.
So what Serge is referring to, viewers, what Serge is referring to the caller right now, for those who is unsure or didn't watch yesterday's episode. Yesterday I talk about if homosexuals were born gay and why do Christians judge the homosexuals so harshly when they also have their own sin within their life. But go ahead, Serge.
Yeah, I just want to say I understood that one. But now to what Joel, you're going to catch double hockey sticks when you finally do get a wife. Because what you're getting wrong is you appear so liberal, and then what happens
Wait, how do I appear liberal?
Your speech, your
give me an example.
An example of you appearing liberal would be it will sound, one would think that because you don't take a stand on home ownership,
home ownership? What is that? What is home ownership?
Homosexuality.
I don't take a stand on homosexuality. You can say homosexuality on the show. That's fine.
You do take a stance though, but the way you speak, because you're nice.
Okay.
Kind of give me Trump vibes. That's a compliment, man. Because you're trying to get elected, but you're not trying. That's just how you are.
Okay.
And I think that when what's going to happen is that you're so nice, and then you're going to have to finally put your foot down because you'll give an inch. And I don't know if you're aware of how many inches that you give. And then just like with the female mods, you gave so much leeway, and then you had to take it back, and then you had to see all that hell.
So,
am I making sense?
I understand what you're saying, but how does it feel to know that you're trying to tell me how I'm wrong and everything you just said was completely wrong? How does it feel to know that?
Tell me how.
Because you're calling in, for one, you're and I know that you're genuinely just trying to have a dialogue, and I'm not talking down on that at all, period. But what you're saying completely is not true. I don't believe what I believe about homosexuality or women because I'm trying to be nice or I'm trying to be give an inch. This is what I genuinely believe. Or it would be crazy for me to come up on here and just try to be nice to homosexuals to win their side. or it would be better for me not to even bring them up if I'm trying to avoid being mean to them.
Can I word it better in one sentence?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You will strongly be misinterpreted by how you speak. There's a strong likelihood.
But that's according to you, though, Serge. That's according to you. Oh, well, okay, but that's just an opinion. Because when I'm saying it, it's totally different. What I'm saying is because this is what I believe, and you don't think that you think that homosexuality is worse than any sins that Serge has in his life?
No, I don't. Okay. I think you're missing my point is on anything. So,
but how am I being nice about homosexuality when that's the truth? That homosexuality is no worse than any other sin that anybody else has in their life.
Well, I made a statement on yesterday's show, but the topic currently is that what Joel is getting wrong, and what I'm saying you're getting wrong is that you will be strongly misinterpreted 9 times out of 10. Use the flower example that you gave Jesse earlier. You said, it ain't wrong to give the woman, flowers, blah blah blah. But the thing is, you're going to be misinterpreted by that woman. And now she's going to perceive.
Says that who though, Serge? Serge, you're making things up that you don't know that's true. It doesn't. How do you know she's going to misinterpret my action in the moment? What if she's able to see it perfectly clear, my intention in the moment? How do you know that she's going to misinterpret it?
Well, I don't.
Right. So why even speak on it and say, I know women, and this is how they're going to misinterpret it if you don't know what's going to happen?
I don't know emphatically, but I can assume due to the fact that how most women
But you shouldn't assume because that's not entirely true because it can also go the other way.
I'm going to assume that if I give her an inch, she's going to take a mile.
But I'm
going to assume that.
Okay, but do you think that any type of woman, period, is going to want to be with somebody who said, I'm going to assume that they're going to make the wrong decision? Do you think any woman's going to want to be with you or let you lead them with that type of language?
That I'm assuming.
That they're going to make the wrong decision.
Yeah. Yeah, I like your point, but I'm going to assume that she's not fit for the position to be in that leadership. So I'm gonna assume that she's gonna lead us wrong. Yeah.
Okay, but are you so are you sure that you're gonna lead somebody right?
I wouldn't say that, but for the sake of conversation, I believe I'm fit for the position.
Right, but see, that's the problem. You think that you're fit for the position and somebody else is not, and you shouldn't be thinking you're fit for the position.
No, that somebody else is the woman.
Right, but what makes Serge so heavenly that he's going to be leading people to the right path?
Say that again.
What makes Serge so heavenly that he's going to lead the person to the right path, and any woman that he talks to is more than likely going to make the wrong decision?
I'm saying that she's going to make the wrong decision in regards to wanting what she wants. And I'm saying that Joel, he is more likely to be like, well, I don't really see the problem with you wanting flowers on Wednesday. I'll get you every now and then. Flowers on Wednesday. I'm saying tell her, no, I'm going to get flowers when I want to get flowers.
Okay, but listen, sir, you're taking a stance as if you're all knowing and you know what's going to happen, but... And no offense when I say this, but didn't you already make a wrong decision, marrying the wrong person? So why are you acting? Why you have your chest out, thinking that you're because this is how it's coming off. You got your chest out. Let me call into Joel's show and tell him where he's wrong and he should not be so nice, and that I'll do a great job at leading the woman, and every woman that I come across is most likely going to make the wrong decision. You don't see how that's making you out to be like God's gift on earth.
Do I see that? No, I don't see that. No,
Oh,
because that's your thoughts saying that. I'm saying that I genuinely am seeing a brother who we the same age, right? In our 30s somewhere. Joel will never say his age. We in our 30s, and I'm like, there's a lot of similarities there,
okay.
and what happens is, what like you may not see it, but I'm so much like you, man. Just like straight up, like the so it's I call it the nice guy. Just nice. You see things, but then when it's time to put your foot down, the women go bananas
But
on
that's
us,
what you
man. They
think. You're perceiving that, but you don't know. And I know you mean well about it, but you're perceiving that, and that's not the reality. And yeah, like I'm not saying that I'm not nice, and I'm not saying that that's something that I don't need to work on. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I need to work on. But the point is, you don't know. You're basically telling me how I'm gonna deal with women and how it's gonna go, but you don't know how I deal with women. You don't know if I put my foot down. You don't know if I'm doing it proper, if I'm being too nice. You don't know if I'm giving an inch. You don't know that.
oh, so when the waiter is when you're taking a woman out, right, and the waiter's going to get the food, you ask the woman, will she obey you?
No, I ain't asking that. Because that's not a question you should ask. I'm still like shocked that you think that that's a normal thing to ask. But who am
Yo,
I to
Jesse,
say that's?
hold on. Jesse believes that too, Joel. You know, I got that
I
from
don't
him,
think
right?
that. Well, then I disagree that Jesse says that.
He said when the waiter is about to serve you the food, ask her if she will obey
Well,
you.
I don't think that that's a proper way to go about it. But the thing is that the point is, and then I have to,
Mm,
I gotta, I got some calls. People want to talk about it. But the
yeah.
point is that what the whole nice thing is that um, you have the wrong perception of, well, for one, you're thinking about, it's like you have your mind made up about what's going to happen. And as if you're predicting what behaviors are going to go on within certain people. Yes, of course, human nature has its way. Yes, of course, there's patterns that we see that where it's typical for people to do certain things. But it's kind of, crazy talk when you say that I assume that a woman is gonna do the wrong thing. And you don't know that's the case with anybody. And it's also kind of a little bit crazy to think that you know that you're gonna lead a person to the right place. Nobody knows that. Nobody can even make that decision because it's not up to them. It's not up to us to confirm whether we're going to lead someone to the right place or not. So I don't know, Serge. Maybe you need to
I,
look
I,
in the mirror.
I, maybe, but I don't know at what. And this, if you tell me at what, I'll check that. You know, I would.
Yeah, no,
At what?
I know that you're. I know you got your chest puffed out, calling in and trying to correct, or even I see you sometimes trying to correct in the chat and correct you. Focus on you,
I agree. I agree.
and I
Oh,
and
I got,
and I
I got all
appreciate.
eyes on me.
And I know you do it, and like I said last time, I know that you're paying attention and trying to, but it's just coming off that way. Even this whole conversation, I appreciate the nice thing. I'm gonna think about it, but I'm letting you know that you're making preconceived, like you have your mind made up about how I'm living, how I'm gonna live, or how a woman's living, and it just makes it like arrogant, like know it all.
I've gotten that, but I have a zero tolerance for letting a woman I'll give you an example. Yeah, so a woman I was talking to last night, and she was like, "Let me finish." I was like, "No, you're not going to finish because you're not making any sense, and I want to bring you back." And I'm saying that I think it's better
Oh,
for us as men to to
oh,
to be that firm, and I've noticed that in me. So I'm just kind of, maybe I'm projecting, and I'm saying like,
yeah,
yo, did you notice that? Maybe I should have just asked it a different way. and say, you notice that we have to be that firm with the woman, because if we're not, that's how they gain
No,
more rope.
that's not how they
Probably
gain.
just could have worded it better. I'm slow.
No,
Didn't
I
go to
get what you're
school.
saying, but and I get what you're saying, and I could be wrong too. So do what you believe to be right, and then same for me. But I disagree in that sense because that just because she doesn't know something doesn't mean you got to tell her no. Listen to me, type of thing, or whatever the case is, and it doesn't have to be. It just I don't know how to explain what I'm hearing you say. It's more like you're trying to over-insert your dominance unnecessarily. Like trying to prove to her that you're the man and she better listen to you. And
no, it's not proving. It's not proving. It's standing on it.
But you don't have to
ego
stand
in that.
on that. That's another thing. You don't have to stand on being a man. You don't got to stand on it. You just are it. You don't stand on it.
No, Joel, there's a boundary line created, and you let them know early what the boundaries are, and by being that. So in the beginning of the conversation, if I'm telling you that I'm not going to allow you to dictate with your feelings and emotions, then I'm making it very clear that in this relationship, if it continued,
but you're not giving her any room. You're not giving her any room to live life. You're not giving her any room to be a normal human being. You're not giving her room to understand what's going on. You're just telling her off
because she's trying to control. She's self-centered.
Right. I get what you're saying. I get it. I get it, but it's too much. And I used to think that way, and I used to do that, and it only got me in trouble. So I'm just saying that's not the way to go about it. You don't want to be so tight-fisted with these things and rigid.
Dang, that's a good point. I always say I rule with an iron fist.
Hold on,
you're right.
Hold on 1 second here. I'm getting.
Yeah.
Hank, I'm not sure what you're telling me.
Oh, Hank's last comment was, what makes me think that I'm fit? Because I'm her husband. That's why, Hank.
Oh. How is it that you're fit for the position?
Because if I'm the man that she wants to lead, she sees the spirit in me, and when it's supposed to be natural after that. If she sees that spirit in me, then it's not up for a debate.
But I think
like it's not up for a debate with me and God.
But I think they're asking, how do you know that you're fit?
How do I know that
what makes you fit for
lead?
what makes you fit for the position to lead?
You just, I don't know. I can't intellectualize that. You just are. Number one, like if you want to, some basics, right? You want to be in control, if you will, right? I don't believe you're in control, but of your emotions, have a place, have a car, have your basic necessities. And then you go out, you live life, and you bump into a woman, and then she comes into your world, and that's what makes you fit. The fact that you're a male, you have this, and you have your basics, you then now can get other practicalities like having a baby and stuff like that. You become fit, man. You're just not fit. So that would be my answer. I wouldn't say I'm fit, but you just become.
Well, to use your words right now, when you say that you're not fit, but you become it, that's how you should approach even the relationships or the woman or whatever. Because right now it seems like, and I could be wrong, but it seems like you're approaching it as, I'm fit, I'm the man, I'm the guy, listen to me, I'm checking your emotions because I know better than you do. You're not smart enough to know who you are. You're not smart enough to lead yourself. So here I come to be the man and lead you. That's how it's coming off.
Yeah, but that's that nice guy stuff, though, man. That's not. You should be rocking with that, because you should just be saying that the women. You're right, Serge. The women do need to obey, and we need to have a zero tolerance.
But you can't
for women
make
that
them
don't obey.
You can't make them obey.
I'm not making. Where'd you get that from? That I'm making. I'm saying that now, as men that are rebuilt, we need to have a zero tolerance for women that don't obey. So which means we don't go out on any date, we don't take them
I agree with that.
skating, none of that. And we just automatically, when they bringing out the food, will you obey me?
Well, anybody that says, I agree with that though. Like if they're not willing to, do the right thing, then you got to let them go, or at least not take them seriously. But what was I about to ask you? You made me forget. What the? But anyway, I have to. I got to get to some other calls. If I remember,
All right, man.
I have to say it.
All right, post it in the comments.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Later.
Serge. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right. I forgot I was going to say it was going to be good, too. It was going to be good. Spirit in you, don't force the dominance and lead by example. Rose on Instagram says, help her see the spirit in you. Don't force the dominance and lead by example. Yes. Yes. Like, just, this is how I see it, right? Is if a woman says, and here we go, this wasn't even my topic. Somehow we end up right back into the woman thing, but let me just make this point. If a man goes on a date and he says, you better obey me, not like that, right? Let's just say he says it in a nice way. Let's just say, are you willing to obey, right? He says it respectfully nice, are you willing to obey? And he says that to her on the first date. If I were her, I'd be like, who are you, sir? Who are you? You know what I mean? Because what makes, now, regardless of the fact, it should be in a woman to want to do what is right as a woman for her husband. So she shouldn't be an obedient wife and respect her husband based off of whether the guy is worthy, the husband is worthy. She shouldn't marry him if he's not doing his part. But it's not based off a condition. You should do it anyway. But still, like, to me, I would think, like, who is this guy that I'm meeting for the first time asking me if I'm going to obey? I know nothing about this. I know nothing about this person. So to, like, already hop out the gate, and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. Maybe I need to, I don't know, figure it out. Wait for it to be revealed. But it's like when two people don't know each other and then you go up to talk about, will you obey? I don't know you. You know what I mean? I don't know you, so it's none of your business. That's just how it feels like to me. It's none of your business what I will. These are questions that they just feel weird to ask up front. Like, just see what's going on. Get to know the person, feel the vibe out, like, you know what I mean? Like, see what's, maybe this person doesn't even fit in your life in relationship status. Maybe they have a sister, cousin, brother that can help you in business. Who knows? You just go with the flow of life. But when you sit up there and then start quizzing people on a first date just so you can weed out what you want and what you don't want, like, you're not even really pursuing the person. You're just pursuing your own self, your own ego of, I don't know, thinking that you're finding a wife. You're not even getting to know this person that's in front of you. You're already just judging and saying she's not worthy because she said no, she won't obey. She probably said no because she don't know you. You know what I mean? Maybe she never heard the word obey. You know, the feminists be teaching obey as robots and a dog. they don't even probably understand the concept of obey. Maybe they would be open to it if they knew that you were a decent guy. But when you come at them with some, will you obey? You know what I mean? Like, I would not be mad at a lady if she got up and left at that answer, at that question. Anyway. Like I said, I could be seeing it wrong. It's my opinion. On a date, you could just start and ask if they are a Christian before you ask if they will obey. Even if not even Christian, why would you even ask to obey? I'm just trying to figure out why we're testing people. Why are we testing? Why do people need to be tested? Do we realize that that's only for the sake of our own desire? Like, if you met a person, just hang out, chill. Like, why are we so eager to make sure she's the one? Make sure she's a Christian. Make sure he's right. Make sure he's righteous. Make sure he's following God. Why are we so, like, serious? You know what I mean? And listen, I ain't up here preaching like I got it all together. I'm learning just like everybody else is learning, but I'm just saying, like, this is what I've also seen in my life that just hasn't been, that just comes off, it just comes off as like, are you worthy of me? That's what it comes off. Are you worthy of me? That's what it comes off as. I don't know. Let me go. Let me ask her. Let me get a female opinion. How about that? How about I get a lady's opinion? Because the ladies, like, not the ladies in the chat, not the viewers. The viewers in the chat, they like me. But for the most part, I'm a misogynist. I'm a meanie. You know what I mean? But let me hear what the lady has to say. Because maybe I need to be corrected. Maybe I need to check my ego. So let me ask a lady. Let's just see. Let's ask. Oh, well, she's a bond lady. But let's just. She's not biased. Anyway, let's ask C-Sal. C-Sal, welcome to the show. You're on the air out of Texas.
Oh my gosh, Joe. You caught me at the worst time.
Are you on the treadmill? Are you on the treadmill?
I'm walking up the stairs.
You're what?
Oh my God. Walking up the stairs with carrying my freaking daughter. Oh my God. Anyway, Joel, oh my God. Freaking hilarious. Number one, I have to say, have you seen this chat?
Seen the what?
Ivana says that, hey. Ivana says that a man should get a water bottle and squirt the female in the face to train her.
To train. That's how we're going to start training people. You squirt them in the face with a water bottle? I'm dying.
And squirt her in the face to train her in the way she should go. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Dying.
Okay. Let's get serious. Joel, Serge is putting too much. He's thinking about it too hard. He's thinking about it too much.
Yeah. No, that's what I was trying to explain. Like, it just seems like a lot of, like, too much work into it to try to find the right wife or the right woman.
Exactly. It shouldn't be that complicated. The best way to go about it is to just be friends.
Yeah.
And the way you're going to be friends is just living your life, going about your day, doing the things that you love and enjoy, going to church, going to work, going to the park, going to the gym. And it'll happen naturally.
Yeah.
You become friends. You see somebody, they smile at you, you smile at them, you guys start talking, it's friends.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be an ulterior motive of, oh, is she my wife or not? You don't even know, you're in your mind about it.
Right. And it almost seems at that point when you go in that way, and I think what people haven't experienced it in that way, so they have these like, their imagination is just like planning on what's the best way to do it. But when it's going about in a friendship way, you don't even have a desire to ask them if they're going to be obedient. You know what I mean? Because that's not the vibe that you guys have. That's not even what you're not even thinking that seriously yet,
Not only that, Joel, but that question is a bit redundant because a woman's behavior tells you if she's going to be obedient.
Exactly.
A woman's speech tells you if she's going to be obedient. Her discipline, the way she dresses, the way she conducts herself in the world, it tells you. For example, whatever example, if you're friends or if you're kind of, wanting to date or whatever, and you say, oh, I'm thinking of doing this or that, of going on a trip or doing this, and he's like, I don't know about that, and she's like, blah blah. That tells you something. That's like,
well, you broke up. You broke up on what you said. Go back a little bit.
That even when you're friends, a man and a woman, or if you are kind of interested in each other and you're getting to know each other, if the man tells her, I don't think you should be doing this. I don't think this is a good idea, whatever it is, all those people that die in the mountains hiking in California.
Yeah.
So if the guy is like, maybe don't go hiking by yourself. It's 100 degrees outside and blah, blah.
Yeah.
And if she's like, yeah, I'm going to do me. Oh, it's going to be fun, blah, blah. That tells you something. That tells you she's not listening to you. She doesn't respect your opinion or whatever. So there's hints. You don't have to ask.
That's what I'm saying. Because the real answer that you actually want is the one that comes with the proof is by how she conducts her life.
The behavior.
Exactly.
Right.
You'll start to see through her character how she lives, how she is, the things she does. And she might lie to you if you ask her up front, will you obey?
Yeah, she doesn't want to sit down and look like a B word. You know what I mean?
Right. 100%. Wow, Cecile, thank you for coming in and help me further make that point because that's so true. And I think a lot of people just haven't experienced what that is and what that, the friendship thing and the natural way. So they don't really know how to have an opposing opinion on it. So they're kind of just making things up. But I appreciate that. Cecile, any last comments on it?
No, that's it. Sorry for the noise. The kids were going crazy.
You were exercising or something.
Okay, thank you, Joe.
All right, have a good one. Appreciate it, Cecile.
You too.
Bye. Nice. Hey, but listen. Do you? Do your thing. Because it's better to just figure out on your own instead of trying to understand it intellectually, right? Trying to make sense of it in your mind. Do it. That's what I do. People tell me all the time, which had to do with my topic today, tell me all the time, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. That's wrong. That's not right. It doesn't lead to life. It leads to death. But the only way you're going to learn is by understanding it yourself. Going through it. So do what you think that you're supposed to do and just keep an open mind about it through the process and then find out what's right or what's wrong for yourself so you can stand on it. You know what I mean? And I thought I was gonna get to my topic today, but it's okay. Maybe we'll save it for tomorrow. I'll just keep moving the calls for now. Let me check the super chats. And then we'll just keep moving the calls. But yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Someone with a donut just sends a donut just to support the show. I appreciate it, someone. You the one. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Let me double check, and then I'll get right back to the calls, folks. Let me just make sure I'm not missing any super chats here. No, you're good. You're all good, Serge. Do you as in you, not the fake wanna be you. Yeah, like, yeah, I just be thinking about that the worst mistake I ever made was not doing something because someone either told me or that's what it says not to do. No, just live your life. Because the stress of that, of trying to avoid things, is not life. You know what I mean? Because when you understand things, you don't avoid them. You don't have to avoid them. You don't have to resist them if you understand them. Right? You don't have to resist something that you know and understand. So you just don't want to put so much stress on. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go to Galahad, but really quick, before I get to you. Terry Strings with the super chat right now says, I know God is cooking up better things than you can ever imagine, Joel. Thank you for the wisdom. 100%, Terry. And all people just gotta let it happen naturally. And it's hard, trust me, because you get that feeling, that urge, and she's so cute, he's so hot. Ooh, it happens. And sometimes you just make the wrong decision. That's okay, too. That's fine. No big deal. It ain't wrong. It's a lesson. You're learning. But it feels so good, And then you learn like, whoa, look at that mess I just got into. What the? Or you learn that it worked out. Whatever. But just got to live life. Appreciate it, Terry. Thank you. Right on. Let life happen. Trust God. Have faith. Galahad, welcome to the show, man. You're on the air.
Joel, brother. How you doing, man?
All is well, Galahad. How are you?
Doing well. First time on the phone with you, I think.
I appreciate you calling in. Thank you, man.
Hey, man, my pleasure. I just want to start off. If Terry says it, don't believe it.
Oh, come on. No, I know you playing.
She kind of evil, bro. She kind of evil. Kinda. Just trying.
I disavow Terry, but Galahad, that's his opinion. But go ahead.
Well, bro, I was hearing what you were talking about, the ladies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't think that's in the Bible.
What? Which part?
The thing that well, you were saying that don't ask on the first date if they would obey, because
Right.
that will give up the wrong vibe, and that we shouldn't try people and all that stuff. I think it's the other way around. That's the first kind of things that you should be asking, like, does she believe in God?
Why though? Why do you think that you should ask that?
Because then you'll be, I know you want to be a slut maker, and then you'll be, addicted to it.
Wait. So if you don't ask, if you don't, wait, are you saying if you don't ask, it's because you want to be a slut maker? I don't get it.
Exactly. You get it.
But if you do ask, you don't think that that's like imposing that you want to hurry up and rush the process?
Not at all. Not at all. It's like, if I even want to start this process with you, I need to know first, do you love God? Do you believe in God's order? If you love God, if she says she doesn't love God, that's a red flag. Would you say otherwise?
I mean, it's definitely not. I mean, you wouldn't want to marry somebody who doesn't, is not seeing clear or doesn't understand these things or even believe in God at all. Of course not. But you also don't.
Wouldn't even want to. Mm-hmm.
But see, that's the thing. Why can't you associate? Why can't you just associate?
You can help her know God, but I wouldn't even want to kiss a girl.
But that's the thing, is like, you already said it right there. It like help. It comes. It's again like what I was telling Serge, is that it's coming in this position of a hero. You want to go in there to make sure you're getting you the right wife, because you're the man, you're the leader, and you want to save them. And that's not the right approach.
I mean, after you're still, that is exactly what you're commanded by God to do. Do you have your Bible there with you?
After you say after what you're commanded by God to do?
After you're still, after you have cast down all imaginations.
What's
the second step?
What is it?
Do you have your Bible there?
I don't have no Bible on me.
You can pull it up, the KJV on the webs.
Well, relay the message for us, and they can look it up later.
2 Corinthians 10:5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. You know that well, right?
Okay.
So the second step is, and having in readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
When your obedience is fulfilled. Your obedience is fulfilled?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I live a holy life.
And you know that for sure?
I know that for sure. I stay away from all sin. All sin.
So you don't make no mistakes, nothing?
There are no mistakes. There's only the will of God.
And what do you mean by that?
That everything is in God's hands, in God's purpose. Yeah. So even if you think you made a mistake, it is within the will of God. So you must trust God and worship God and thank God for any, mistake that you think, because there are no mistakes.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. I agree that you're just living life and you're learning in the process. But what makes you so sure that, and listen, you may be helping me and I may be getting it wrong, but what makes you so sure that asking somebody on the first date if they're a Christian and will they obey, that they're going to give you an honest answer? How would you know?
Well, they are probably not. But if they run away, you already know that it was not meant to be.
So,
if somebody's running away from God,
yeah,
that's not the mother of your
child. So
what
if she lies and says, yes, I will obey and I'll be your servant and I will obey you, my leader. What are you going to do then? You're going to be happy about it?
You will continue to test it.
So what's the point of asking if you're continuing to test?
Because let's go to the word again. James 1:2-6.
But I don't want
3-4. Knowing
okay,
this,
one more word.
The trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfected and entire, wanting nothing.
Okay, what does that mean to you though?
That through tests you are perfected and you are revealed.
But it doesn't say testing others.
But it does say to call people to obedience once your obedience is perfected.
Call people to obedience? What does that mean to you? What does it mean to call somebody to obedience?
Well, it says revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
Say the last part again. I didn't hear you.
It says revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
Well, fair enough, Galahad. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm trying to see it from your perspective, but I'm not seeing it. I just don't think that these questions even come up, in my opinion. Like I was telling C-Sal and I were agreeing on it. is that these questions don't necessarily come up when your intentions aren't to get something from them. You're asking about obedience because you want something from the person, and it's not about the person or you trying to blah, 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 whatever. You just want
But
something
that's
from
fake. That's fake, and they know it. When you're just acting like, oh, we're just friends.
No, you're not saying. You're not
That's
saying
fake, and
there's
they
a
know
friends.
it. You think they don't know that you're being fake about that?
No,
They know
because
what you want.
you're not saying that you're just being friends. You're just hanging out and just seeing what's going on, seeing what this person is about, just seeing what the truth is, because their word is not gonna be the final truth. But I appreciate. Call me again though.
Hey,
if
you're not introducing yourself as a man of God, I don't think,
Well, so you're saying I should go on a date and say I'm a man of God? Are you a woman of God?
You could if you're a man enough, and she will respect that.
But no, she's not gonna. You know what she's gonna do? You know what she's gonna do? If you say that, she's gonna judge you right off the bat, right?
She will tell you, "What do you mean, a man of God?" And then you can explain to her,
right?
I love God with all my heart,
so guess
soul,
what?
and mind.
So guess what? Especially if she's a wrong girl, guess what happens? Now you told her that you're a man of God and you lead and you bring people to obedience. And guess what happens? When you make one mistake, Galahad, one mistake, what is she gonna do if she's not the right person? She's gonna turn on you. And she's gonna judge you.
Well, that will be good. And she will reveal herself.
Right. But guess what? But you, after all this trusting in her word and testing all in the first date, now you done gave her your keys to your house. Now you done said I do.
You gotta test it before you give any key, bro. That's the thing. She has to be with God, or else you will be in hell together.
Well, guess what?
Hell, bro.
Fair enough, but everybody fails a test. Nobody fails any test because that's a silly thing to do.
You can forgive. You can forgive. You can have mercy. You can have love. You can be righteous, and you can teach her and lead her. But that doesn't mean you're gonna give her a pass to be against God.
All right,
or have you being against God.
But Galahad is so special that he can teach and do those things. He got it together. Galahad, the man. As a matter of fact, Galahad, let's give Galahad a podcast and we're gonna listen to everything. Nah, I'm just playing, man. I appreciate your call and
the father, Joel.
Thank you for calling, man. I'm just out of time, but I appreciate your call, man. And yeah, call me again.
With your brother.
All right, man.
I love you.
You too. Yeah, I enjoy those conversations. And I gotta end, but I want to say this last thing is I've been down this road. I've done it before. And when I did this, and this is just for something for the guys to think about, especially the guys, is that when I did this exact thing that you guys are talking about, Serge and Galahad, I did all those things. My chest was out. I said the right words. I put my foot down. Blah, 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 blah. I did all those things. And it did not work. Reason why? Because I was arrogant. Because you don't lead based off of telling somebody you're a leader or testing somebody to make sure that they're a follower or whatever. It's just in you. And leading is not a power game. You know what I mean? It's not a power game. Yes, you're going to have natural dominance as a man, masculinity, but it's not dominance to prove a point, to show a person that you're the man. You should be respecting all people. And that's what I wasn't doing when I was doing that, because I thought that I was the man, I got to lead, blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't respecting the other person. You got to show respect and you'll get respect. Show respect to give respect. And you should give it away regardless, but you got to show respect. And by testing a person and putting your foot down so their ego isn't, there's a time to do everything, but you don't got to be walking around thinking that, because you're making yourself out to be God's gift on earth. You got the answers. You're the man, and they better listen to you. That's crazy talking. I was talking like that. But I realized that that's not God's ways. That's not humble. That's not respect. That's an inflated ego. And it's actually deeper than you think. A little insecurity in there, but that's a topic for another day. You don't gotta prove nothing to nobody when you really have it. You don't tell nobody. You don't even have a desire to tell people you're a Christian when you're really it. You don't have a desire to tell nobody you're a leader when you're really it. Because it goes without telling, and they just see it. They just see it. Lord have mercy. What we gonna do? Lord. Lord. Just be careful. Watch yourself. Live your life. Watch yourself. Pay attention. And check yourself. Be honest with yourself. I did that stuff and it did not work. Because that's not of love. That's not love. Anyway, I'm done. I got to end. Rick and the others, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got to go. Callers, I appreciate the calls. Good conversation. And all that good stuff. Make sure you guys tune in at 4 p.m. for American Anchor Baby. His show coming up at 4 p.m. today. Make sure you guys tune in. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, we're gonna take calls. We'll find out. But either way, this was fun, and I hope it made sense to you guys. And until next time, I gotta go. American Anchor Baby coming in 4 p.m. Subscribe to Punchy TV, Joel Friday TV, and all that good stuff. See you guys later tomorrow. Bye.